Hi, good evening, everyone. So this is instructor Yihua and of course Master Bai Yin. So welcome everyone for today's energy seminar. So for today's seminar, okay, Master and both instructor Yihua will be introducing everyone to the coming core techniques of Bai Yin Qigong, which is energy beginner. And of course, Master will explain about this technique and also its effect and its benefit to us. So, energy beginner is also one of the techniques that Master Bai Yin first started practicing when she was very young. So, Master Bai Yin will be sharing her story regarding how she first started with the Qigong journey. So, give both Master and also Mr. Yihua a moment as there is actually a problem with their connection in Taiwan. So Master will now begin the seminar again from the beginning. So good evening again everyone. So this is instructor Yihua and also Master Bayan on the left. So good evening everyone. So regardless if you're where you're from, Master is really happy to see everyone online. So for today's session, today is actually the seminar regarding the upcoming energy class, and some of you over here has completed Harmony Chi and some have not. So for today's seminar is more focused towards energy beginner. So Master Bayan started learning Qigong at the age of 8, and energy beginner is the first technique that she learned, and this technique actually saved her life, actually saved her life, because in the past Master was born with a naturally weak heart disease, whereby according to the doctors Master cannot live long and she cannot have any babies, any children, but because of qigong, because of energy, it actually saved her life. So hence she was actually successfully recovered from the naturally weak heart disease which she was naturally born with. And, she was actually rid herself of this problem. And especially for energy beginner, in just 10 minutes you can actually complete it, the daily practice, and it's actually suitable for everyone, especially for the modern society whereby most of us are very busy with our work, and it can be practiced at any point of time, at any point of the day. And the best part is this qigong is actually very beautiful, it's graceful and beautiful, and it's also fast. So this instructor Yuhua actually remembered back then in the past whereby master was still conducting classes or helping out with teachings when she was actually still pregnant. The time when she was pregnant, she still do demonstration and also to do check up on the volunteers movement. So this qigong, this energy is something that you can practice continuously after you learn it on a daily basis, and you won't get bored of it because it's simple, it's fast, and most importantly, it's very effective. And this qigong actually includes everything that you actually will ever need, whereby after practicing this qigong, it's like taking a multivitamin whereby it has everything that you need to sustain your general health. Hence, you do not need to actually learn any other form of techniques elsewhere, or you don't need to find any source of no any other source of relief, because this already includes and encompass everything that you need to maintain and also to improve your health. It can improve, for example, it can improve your immune system, it can improve your high and low blood pressure. Then of course it can also relieve your lower back pain, your headache, your sleep quality, your vitality, and to reduce your caffeine, to increase your overall stamina. So it definitely can actually uh, help you in a general basis. And because this technique is so fast and easy and effective, you can actually just implement it into your lifestyle and practice it on a daily basis without no much pressure. So regardless of young or old, you can actually practice this qigong, and it's actually recommended for the modern people. And then right now, because of our work, okay, because of our lifestyle, we tend to work overwork ourselves and burn the midnight oil. And this technique can actually helps to improve our overall health, because it can reduce our stress and also to increase our vitality. So for especially for Bai Yin Qigong students, actually about no everyone, almost every Bai Yin Qigong practitioner started practice in the morning with energy. Because do you notice that no, for those of you who have never actually practiced Qigong, do you notice every morning when you wake up, you still feel tired, you still fatigued, and you don't feel like doing anything. It's like you're still very blur, and when you wake up, you don't feel any motivation to do things or don't even want to move. So it's like no, it's like when you switch on the computer is still loading. It has not truly warm up or started. So in the morning, you are usually in such a state whereby it's still loading, it's still reading. So hence you are not at your no, it's not effective yet. Your brain is not alert yet. So there were a student who told master that no, last time before her qigong practice, she wakes up every morning when she wakes up and goes to work in the morning. She don't feel like doing anything. Then she has to rely on caffeine to get her awake. In a to get her started into the warm up phase of like a PC. So hence after her qigong practice, okay, she noticed that in the morning when she wakes up, she feels alert. She already starts to feel alert, and then she feels happy, and she's much more productive, because the moment she enters office, she can start works immediately. She do not need to dilly dally or to drink caffeine or to not rely on caffeine to wake her up to start her work. So I'm sure most of you are actually really interested in this energy. So Master Bayan has previously recorded about 30 minutes long of video, which is actually an introduction to energy. So we shall now begin the video. So this video will be related to the upcoming 2026 energy beginner. Hi, good evening, everyone. So welcome to today's energy beginner seminar. So we just need to use one movement to improve your overall health. So I'm sure we have students or viewers from everywhere around the world. So after years of master's teaching experience, master love to share on how to change your physique to improve your overall health. So right now for today's lesson, we want to improve your physique. Because the moment you reach mid age, your physique will start to reveal itself. All of the illness that which is brought, which is hidden within your body, will start to be reflected outwards as you reach mid 50s, or you reach your 50 as you reach mid age. And of course, most importantly, you're going to learn on how to slow down aging and maintain your health, especially when you're old, or whether or not next time in the future when you're old, you need to sit on a wheelchair, rely on medication, and cannot do whatever you want, cannot go for tour, cannot go for vacation. So today's lesson, Master is not only teaching you technique, and it's also not the introduction of class, but to tell you on how to care for your own well-being, to master your self-healing power, because this is very important, especially when you're of age. No, throughout our lives when we are young, establish our work, our career, because we build up our wealth. But when you're old, okay, you must have a healthy life to actually enjoy the wealth or the benefits that money can bring forth. So hence that's why your health is your priority. Your health is the most important wealth. So if you want it, then we shall now continue with the today's lesson. So who is actually suitable for Qigong practice? So there are actually many types of Qigong. So Master Bayan created this uh, Bayan Qigong, and this Bayan Qigong is actually really effective, especially for the modern people. And Master's techniques can actually counter all of this modern illness. For example, problems with your autonomic nervous system. Last time, this type of illness is actually extremely rare, but right now it's getting more and more common. So hence, that's why Master's technique can actually counter this type of disease, and is actually suitable for the modern people. And because right now, okay, more and more people are having such illness, so hence master's technique, or master Bayan's qigong can actually help with these sorts of disease. So the first type of people who has allergy problem, regardless whether you have a allergy with your nose, or allergy with your throat, or allergy with your skin, as long as you have allergies, okay, but no, it's not too severe yet. But or sometimes you think that it's hereditary, then you're recommended to come and learn qigong, because Bayan qigong is actually really effective against those with allergies. And we have actually a lot of testimonials from students who actually recovered from their allergies after practicing qigong. This include children and also adults. And also, this is our qigong is also very effective against those with immune system, problem with their weak immune system. And of course, special energy is actually very effective against those who always feel lethargic, those who feel feel tired, who always feel weak, especially in the morning. And for example, for those who always goes for who rely on supplements, and regardless of what you eat, you still feel weak. You don't feel any difference. So because this is actually affected by fatigue. Okay, this chronic fatigue will cause you to lose productivity. And of course, in the long run, this will actually affect your work and creativity. So fatigue and chronic fatigue is one of the major problems that no modern people face. So right, qigong can truly actually help you to counter this type of illness. So if you always feel tired, the best form of practice is to actually practice qigong. Okay, it can immediately and rapidly uh, increase your overall stamina and vitality. and it's also the most effective Qigong to practice. And next, to combat the three highs. So majority of the students who come to and practice Qigong already have some illness. So we, especially for those who reach start to reach the rich age, okay, because of your work life and also your pressure, most of us has the three highs, which is high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and also high cholesterol. So practicing qigong is actually really effective against these three highs, and we have actually a lot of students who manage to totally recover from such disease or get it into control after practicing qigong. Theosis will actually help you to improve your overall physique to actually counter this three highs. But of course, right now, if let's say you already have these three highs and you're relying on medication, then 3 months of practice you can see an overall improvement in your three highs. And there are actually a lot of students within Bai Yin Qigong who actually gets to reduce medication or even uh, free themselves of medication after going for checkup by the doctor 3 months after their practice. So it is possible to reduce medication and also to maybe even totally stop medication once you finish your practice. But of course, most important, before you do so, you have to consult your doctor. Next is to counter anxiety, because our emotion and stress actually will cause a lot of anxiety, especially when you have already have illness or when you're of age or when your body is weak. And at this time, at this part of time, if let's say you are still undergoing a lot of stress, then it will lead to anxiety. And from there, you'll notice your sleep quality will slowly reduce. And the body natural recovering ability will also be affected by it. But Bayan Qigong has a very good characteristic whereby a lot of students, after about a month of practice, a lot of students will feel this kind of effect whereby the emotion will feel much better. They are much calmer and they are much happy. So a lot of students after practice, they feel that every morning after their practice, they feel calm. They can start to feel happy and they're much more happy compared to in the past. And most importantly, their sleep quality actually improves. But sleep quality is very important, especially for the modern society, because you don't have no good emotion or stable emotion, or or no, you're not happy. That's why it affected your overall health. So hence, your emotions is very important. So anxiety is actually a chronic disease. You don't get this type of disease in a days or two. It's actually in the long term. Okay, in the long run, you must have, because of your emotion, because of your of your pressure that you endure in life, after a period of maybe 10 years or 15 years, then it becomes more and more severe, which leads to anxiety. So of course, practicing qigong can truly help to ease out this type of emotions and also the pressure which is built up within your body. Next is practicing qigong can actually reduce inflammation. Okay, because most of the sores and pain and stiffness within our body are actually caused by the inflammation within our body. For example, if you, let's say, you have a soreness on your upper back or your frozen shoulders or your knee pain or you have a nerve pain, all of these are actually caused by inflammation. So when you practice Bayan Qigong, you can actually reduce inflammation through improving your qi and blood circulation, especially the microcirculation within your body. So this microcirculation is the circulation which happens on the extremities of our body. So hence, once this circulation is improved, then inflammation will start to reduce. So hence, your sores and pain will reduce and even recover after your qigong practice. And of course, practicing Qigong can improve with your sleep quality, especially for those who has insomnia or those who can't sleep well. For example, when you lie down on the bed, it takes you 1 to 2 hours before you can truly fall asleep. Or when you fall asleep, even a small sound can wake you up and you can no longer go to sleep. Or when you sleep, you dream a lot. Or when during your sleep, okay, you always tend to wake up in the middle of the night to pee. So hence these are the symptoms whereby we have what we call poor sleep quality. And through Qigong practice, you can definitely improve your sleep quality tremendously. And in fact, almost every student in Bai Yin Qigong can actually see improvement in their sleep quality. And Master is very sure that no that because Master has a lot of students who has cases of insomnia before, and those who has insomnia that actually suffers a lot because they can't sleep and it affect their overall health, and no they seek a lot of cure to the point some to the point where even medication cannot help with it. And there was a student from Hong Kong who flew to Taiwan to actually learn Qigong from Master. And after learning practicing Qigong, she noticed that, the moment she lie down on the bed, she can totally immediately fall asleep. And it's a good quality sleep. And whereby in the next morning she feels really happy and, refreshed. So, it's totally worth it. And I'm sure most of you want an improvement in your overall sleep quality because with a proper sleep, you can totally rest and recover your body. Next is osteoporosis. This is especially important for those of you who have started to reach mid-age because your bone density is very very important. But most of us right now, because of our lifestyle and lack of exercise, our bone density has actually deteriorated. So hence that's why when you reach mid age, one slip or one fall, you might fracture or you might break your bones. So hence that's why a lot of students who has a problem with osteoporosis see a very tremendous big and no improvement in their bone density after their practice. In fact, we actually have a lot of students at the age of 70 plus to 80 who has increased in bone density to the point where after doctor's checkup, their bone density is actually recovered back to the state whereby when they are still like in their for people who are in their 30s. So hence you can see a very big improvement in this part of health. Next, of course, is to also lose weight, especially for women. So a lot of students will tend to ask whereby after practicing qigong can I lose weight? Then the answer is definitely yes. And of course, the common perception of qigong is whereby qigong is actually from what you see from what a lot of people see, qigong is only for the old, not for the young. Because from what you see in the park, those who practice qigong are old, but in Bai qigong it's different. In fact, it's best to practice to start your Qigong journey young, especially when you're a child, that's the best. But when you follow Bayan Qigong and practice, Bayan Qigong, Bayan Qigong, okay, you are able to prolong your youth and anti-aging. You have anti-aging capabilities, and to, of course, at least slim down or at least be able to maintain your appearance for at least 20 years. So this is possible with Bayan Qigong. And of course, after your practice, your complexion will improve. So, so if today you're here to actually to seek help from these problems, then this qigong is for you. So this is what you will receive if after your registration of the class. So before the class actually starts, we actually have pre-class lessons whereby you will first go online to actually watch these small videos which is prepared by Master Bai Yin, which will actually prepare yourself before the official class. And in this pre-class lessons, Master might teach some simple, small and simple techniques, and also to explain to you the theory, a lot of theories um, which is very important in order to help you with your Qigong journey. And of course, after that, you have the official live classes, which is conducted by Master Yin Kwan for beginner level. Then after the live class, okay, there will be playback lesson, whereby for those of you, if let's say you're busy and you cannot attend the live class, then you have the opportunity to replay the lessons online. Then of course after your class you will have the review classes, okay, which is conducted by the instructors. Then of course after that we have enhancement course. Okay, enhancement course is usually provided by or taught by senior instructors or sometimes master to enhance your qigong practice. And after your official class, the next day, the following day, or the following week, we will usually have a group practice, online group practice. Okay, and in this online group practice, you can just practice together with everyone online, and there will also be some given by the instructors, and of course there will also be some small group counseling, whereby your instructors will be there to actually help you and answer your queries, and also to fine tune your movement during these group counseling sessions provided by the instructors. So this is how Bayan Qigong can help you to improve your overall health throughout your uh, Qigong journey. So when you come and learn from Master Bayan, you do not need to be scared of whether you cannot learn on time or cannot understand everything, because after the class there are actually a lot of these things that can help you with your studies. So all of these classes, you can actually participate in all of these additional classes provided by master, but of course this is not compulsory. You can choose, and you can choose, and of course if you have time it's best to go for it. But of course if you're busy and you miss it, then don't worry, because this is not compulsory. But again, at any point of time, if you were to miss some of the classes, you can actually review it again online at your own leisure, because it's all available online and you can review it if you miss it. And of course, all of these additional videos are only made are only possible with the help of a lot of volunteers, which is in everywhere around the world. So Master guarantees you that you will be able to learn the full course without any problems with the help of all these additional materials. Okay, Bayan Qigong is very comprehensive, because there are actually no other form of Qigong who has actually teach Qigong in such a scale. So not all Qigong is the same. Okay, if you really love yourself, if you feel that health is really important, you must take out some time and effort to actually improve your overall health. Bayan Qigong is the most suitable for you, is because Master will guide you hand in hand from zero to slowly improve your health, to improve your physique, to reduce your inflammation, to reduce your sore and pain, to improve your overall health, especially when you reach old age. Okay, when you practice qigong, you can actually save a lot of money, because if you do not cultivate your own health, the next time in the future you might spend much more in hospital bills, in medication bills. So hence, on average, okay, on average, a lot of students can actually reduce medical expense by at least 20% after practicing Qigong. But of course, Qigong is not universal. Master cannot guarantee you that in the future, that when you grow old, you will not get cancer or you will not have any major implications on your health. No one can guarantee that. But at least once you practice Qigong, you can reduce by at least 20% of your medical fee. So that is actually about 3 to 400,000 ringgit of savings, in your overall health, in your whole life for your medical fees. So investment in your health is the best investment, because in order to enjoy benefits that money brings you, you must have a good health. Okay, Master has been teaching Qigong for 30 over years. And usually these are the few important questions that students ask Master. So these are the questions that the first question that students usually ask Master. What if I have no athletic ability and I don't exercise? So don't worry. Master answer is Qigong is not an exercise. Qigong is something that can help you to actually rescue you to improve your overall health, so that in the future you fall ill less. Okay, you have less illness, and most of the time you recover very fast and you recover easily, and there's no link to your exercise. And daily practice is just about 10 to 15 minutes, so it's not too long. Next is the next question that students will usually is, I'm already very tired, so this is qigong suitable for me? But so master's answer is qigong is most suitable for, especially for those who always feel exhausted, who feels weak, who feel down, because this is a symptom whereby you have lack of vitality or lack of qi, hence is why you always feel tired. So practicing qigong can truly improve, okay, in this sense. So another no, actually, we humans has to move, because it's because of our lifestyle that we sit too long. That's the main cause of our illness. That's the cause of the most of the disease that we have nowadays. So hence, in order to truly rid yourself of your illness, you have to move, and not only move, but to have a proper technique to actually enhance your qi and blood circulation. So this qigong, Bai Yin qigong, can truly help you with that. And with just some simple movements and simple techniques, you can actually maintain and improve your overall health. And the next question, which is asked by students, is no, can my body really get better? Because I've tried so many methods and techniques, but I don't see much difference. So Master Bai Yin is here to tell you, have to have trust in master. Master have seen a lot of problems by the students. As long as you're willing to practice, as long as you have the willpower to practice, master guarantees you that you will see improvement. But of course, you must have confidence in yourself and also the techniques before you see any difference. So, but because your registration, before your registration, you must have confidence in yourself and master. Okay, master has 47 years of teaching experience. Master first taught qigong at the age of 18, all the way till now. So, if you want to find a professional qigong master, Master Bayan is the right master for you. For the normal qigong, doesn't put much emphasis on appearance. But when you see Master Bayan, you see her aura, you see her complexion, then you can actually get the confidence on how this Qigong can help you, especially yang qi and also energy. So if your goal is to slow down aging and you want to maintain your health, then you must learn Qigong from Master Bayan and also Master Yin Kuan. And of course, most of the Qigong available outside or in the public will only usually focus more on the movements or the techniques. But in Bayan Qigong, Master Bayan actually focus on both the theory and also the techniques because the theory is equally important as the techniques because you have to first understand what you are practicing and how it can help you before you have the confidence and also the willpower to continue your practice. And of course, most of the Qigong which is available is just on a regional scale, whereby it's just available on your not near your region or near your area. But in Bayan Qigong, okay, our Qigong is actually global. Master Bayan has classes and also students everywhere around the world. It's on a global scale. So it's not just around no, in your park area or in your town area type of qigong. In fact, we even have group practice in London, in New York, in Germany, in Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan, China. So it's actually available globally. And next is most of the Qigong available right now in the market is usually either online or in the park. But in Bayan Qigong, we have both. It's actually a hybrid classes whereby you have both online classes and also physical classes to actually improve, to help you to improve and give you confidence with your Qigong practice. And of course, we also have a weekly group practice, physical group practice, which is available at a lot of locations around the world, which will actually help you with your practice. And of course, most importantly, in Bayan Qigong, we have a lot of instructors and also senior volunteers that actually help master to actually conduct all of these small online classes to actually help the students with their Qigong practice. So hence, you can at any point of time, if you have any queries, okay, besides master, you can also reach uh, to your instructors, okay, to your instructors or the senior volunteers or assistants to actually help you with your problems or your queries. So in Bayan Qigong, the classes, okay, that you actually go for is you learn the style of learning is like no in university whereby it's really effective, especially for those of you who are no starts from zero, okay, and you will not need to worry to actually whether you can learn it on time or whether you can grab it because master guarantees you that after the class you do not need to worry about no cannot learn everything in time because after the classes there are a lot of replay classes and also that's the start of guiding phase whereby the instructors, the assistants, and also master will guide you through your qigong journey. So you don't need to feel lost. Most importantly, is as long as you're willing to practice, then you're sure to see results. So after watching the video just now, you notice qigong is actually what we need right now. Because these are the no the problems which Master Bayan actually showed us just now. Most of the no problems that we have, okay, in the modern society. So both energy and also the five element rejuvenation comes together. Because initially, okay, energy beginner is the first, is what we call the first 64 steps. And energy advanced is actually the last 64 step. In fact, when you combine these two, beginner and advanced is the full energy, the true and full energy techniques. But after, because of master's experience, master feels that usually after the first 64 steps or the beginner level, some students or most in fact most students, especially for those who are of age or know those who have health problem, they cannot follow up with the advanced level or the last 64 step because their overall health is not ready for it. Because no matter how, after practicing the first 4 step, you're still new, you're still a beginner. So hence, because of your illness, your circulation within your body, you still have a lot of blockage, so you're not ready for it. So hence that's why in between the first 64 techniques, which is the beginner level and the advanced level, master slot in a new technique, which is the 5 element rejuvenation, which will actually help to first get yourself ready, okay, to heal the 5 main organs of your body, to improve your overall qi and blood circulation before you enter and learn the advanced level of energy, which is the last 64 steps. So this 5 element rejuvenation is actually created by the very famous ancient Chinese doctor called Hua Tuo. And this technique is really, really effective, in the healing of the 5 organs, the 5 main organs of our body. And a lot of students, after practicing the first 64 energy beginner and also the 5 element rejuvenation, you see a big overall improvement in your health. So hence, after a period of time of practice, once your qi and blood circulation has improved, okay, once you have detoxed well, then you enter the advanced level, then it will help you. The advanced classes will help you much better after that. And after practicing the 5 element rejuvenation, okay, it can actually help you to rid yourself of those weakness, which is in the 5 main organs of our body. Because some of us are born with a naturally heart disease, for naturally weak organs. For example, Master Bai Yin is born with a weak heart. Master what? Master Yihua is born with a weak lung, so hence is why she has sensitivity issues. And some students is born with a weak skin, so hence is why you have problems with your blood sugar level. Or sometimes it might be because of illness that you got when you were very young. And because, for example, when you're young, you get a very serious, you catch a serious cold. Then from there, it affected your lungs. And as you grow up, okay, you have a problem with allergies. And of course, right now, especially after COVID, a lot of people right now has problem with their lungs. Previously, in fact previously before COVID, you do not have such problem. But after COVID, you are affected by it and your lungs get weaker. And hence after that, it affected your overall circulation and also your immune system. So hence there's both energy beginner and energy intermediate can actually energy intermediate, which is actually the 5 element rejuvenation, can actually helps to enhance this 5 main organs of your body to improve the overall health of yourself. And most importantly, it can actually help to improve your sleep quality. And especially after your 5 element rejuvenation, it will actually help enhance your weakest organ. So during the class, master will teach you how to detect which is your weakest organ. For example, master will tell you the technique that you least want to practice is actually linked to your weakest organ. Or when you practice during your practice, the effect is very obvious. For example, when the students practice the bear frog, look at the monkey form, sorry, the monkey form, which is used to enhance your spleen function. So during that classes, some students will have ulcers or they feel very itchy or they have allergy reaction. So hence, when you have such symptoms, okay, it signifies that your weak organ is your spleen. So from there, you know which your weakest organ is, and you enhance the organs to improve your condition. So hence, after that class, after your intermediate level, once you're ready for it, then you go on with the advanced classes, which is the last 54 step to enhance the main extraordinary meridians within our body to do a major detox to help us to improve our health. So usually when you enter in the advanced level, you will have the opportunity to actually expel out what we call toxins, which is hidden in between our bones, okay, or joints. So hence in advanced level, there are actually a lot of students who after their or during their practice, they expel what we call blood toxins. And when these blood toxins are expelled out from the body, you will see a lot of bruises appearing on your body. Okay, these bruises is not just on it's, it actually will actually appear on your body even if you did not hit it. So so this is what will actually be reflected out after the sheet has been sheet has passed through and also expelled the impurities from the extraordinary meridians within our body. So again, like what master says, the reason why there is an intermediate level in between the beginner and the advanced class, although the beginner and advanced class is actually one true technique, but in the middle master slot in intermediate level, which is the five element regeneration, because this intermediate level can actually prepare you to truly prepare you before you enter into advanced classes. And in fact, actually, for the five element rejuvenation, you do not need to practice the full set on a daily basis. You can actually practice only one part of the techniques on a daily basis. Because in five element rejuvenation, you have a total of five techniques. So you can practice for Monday, for example, Monday you practice one form, Tuesday another form, all the way to Friday. One day, one form a day, or one technique a day you can choose to practice. Then during your Saturday and Sunday, you can practice the full five techniques. So that's why you will not have you do not feel burdened or pressured to practice everything in a go on a daily basis. Hence, that's why your daily practice is only about 10 to 15 minutes. Since you will not be pressured of the no on time during your daily practice. And most importantly, even with such a short time of practice, 10 to 15 minutes a day, it is very effective and it can actually last you through the day. Your stamina, your vitality can last you through the day. And for those of you who have learned both Yang Qi and Inner Qi, the best practice is to practice to alternate in practice Yang Qi and Inner Qi. So for the class for 2026, Game Master has added on actually a lot of no materials into the class. So after through Master's years of teaching experience, okay, Master noticed that so on a yearly basis, okay, Master will actually slightly, okay, change the teaching materials so that she can know she can help the student better. So masters has actually simplified a lot of things in class so that no, because a lot of students previously have experienced whereby most of the time, okay, master feels the student feels that sometimes the teaching is too long, or sometimes technique is too long or too difficult. So hence master has simplified certain things and also to compress certain things so that you do not feel stressed, especially when it comes to timing. So before your class, okay, what you go for is the pre-class courses or the pre-class session. And of course, after the pre-class session, whereby master will teach you the very simple techniques to get you ready to relax your body, to relax your muscle before you enter into the live classes. Then after that, there will be the Bai Yin lecture whereby during this e-lecture, master will actually teach you the very important theory to help you understand the techniques and also to understand Qigong method, which can actually help you to gain insight in what you are learning. Then after that, okay, after the e-lecture, there will be a Zoom pre-class quiz whereby you just need to answer some simple questions before the live classes. And of course, after that, it will be the live classes. So of course, during that time, when you have the live classes, if let's say some of you you're worried whereby because you have no knowledge of IT, you do not know how to operate a computer, or you do not have a computer, or your line is bad at home, then you can go for the physical venue whereby the instructors will actually have a venue whereby you can actually join the class together with other students and you watch the live classes at that location. Then of course, after your live classes, we'll have group practice. Okay, no, a daily group practice by your instructors to help to guide you with your practice. And a week after your group practice, okay, you have an opportunity to join a live class conducted by Master Yin Kwan to help you to understand the technique better. Because no matter how you are a beginner, and sometimes you might forget, okay, you might forget certain movement or certain steps or certain important theories. So during this time, Master Yin Kwan will conduct a special class to actually guide you with your practice to inform you of all the key points and also the important things to take note of during your practice to help you with your practice. For example, for energy beginner, out of the 64 steps, there might be one or two movements that you still cannot get it. So hence, here comes the enhancement course or the certain courses conducted by the specialized instructors to teach you to make you understand this harder movements. Then of course, in between the class, there might be there will be a coach mini class, okay, a coach mini lesson which is conducted by your instructors, whereby the instructors will give you tips, okay, will give you tips on five main topics to help you to improve with your practice. So of course, this is optional and this is not compulsory, and you can join topics that you are interested in. And of course, the most important part is after your live classes, you have a 30 days opportunity to watch the replay classes. So hence, if let's say in between the class, maybe sometimes because of connection issues, you drop out, or maybe because of lagging issues, you miss certain part of the class, then you can actually replay the class after your live classes. And of course, after your classes, okay, you have live live venue, which is a physical group practice. So during this group practice, there will be senior instructors, and also the volunteers there to actually help you with your practice. So if let's say after your class, okay, and maybe sometimes you're still not familiar with certain movement or you cannot get it right, what you need to do is just go for this physical group practice, and the instructors and volunteers there will actually help you observe your movement and also to fine tune your movement to give you guidance on how to improve your practice. And of course, before your class and also in your class, okay, learning materials will be provided to you. So hence, for example, you have the textbook and also the guided music which will help you with your daily practice. So with all of these materials to help you with your Qigong practice, so you don't need to worry about cannot catch up with others, because no matter how, at the end of the day, okay, master has actually planned a really comprehensive course structure to help you with your learning. And again, if let's say you really cannot understand, you can just always just replay the classes, okay, because you have today's replay, and also go to the live physical group practice. And from there, our instructors will actually guide you with your practice and also to give you tips to improve your practice. And of course, for 2026, for the year of 2026, okay, again, there are actually five special classes which is conducted by the senior instructors, not normal instructors, but senior instructors. Senior instructors means instructors who have at least 20 years of teaching experience. So hence these instructors will be here to guide you on five different topics to of Qigong practice. So hence you can actually learn very much. You can learn a lot from these instructors. But these special classes, okay, these five special classes will only be provided free for the early birds registration. Okay, for those who register during the early bird period. And if let's say after the early, for those of you who register after the early bird period, okay, then these classes will have to be paid. So it's actually a paid classes, but right now because of early bird bonus, this will be provided to the students for free for those who register during the early bird period, bonus period. So these are some of the new uh, course added by Master Bai for the year of 2026, and one of them is again like what Master Bai mentioned earlier, whereby you have the opportunity to actually learn directly from Master Yugon live classes. Of course, this is live online classes, whereby it's actually a key point class whereby Master Yunguan will just teach you the very important key points of the techniques to actually guide you to improve and understand the practice better. So for those of you who wants to receive this benefits, don't think too much. Just register for the class and you're eligible for this early bird bonus. In fact, like what Master Yinkon usually say in the past, don't think. Okay, just register for it and learn it, and you will not regret it because it will truly help you. And although the practice is short, just 15 minutes a day, but you can truly see a difference immediately after your practice. So hence, especially for students who, let's say, for example, if let's say So the class will actually start, okay, after the new year, okay, or in 2026 after the Chinese New Year. So usually the first class will start on the 1st of February, whereby the pre-course lessons will be open to everyone. Then 2 weeks before the official live classes, you can actually view online or you can print the textbook out. Then after you have your live classes. Then after the live classes, usually 1 week after your live classes, which is the following Saturday or Sunday, you have the special class conducted by Master Yin Kwan to teach you the key points to improve your certain movements of your techniques. Then of course, do not need to worry if let's say you miss that class, it's actually available online whereby you have a 30 days replay online. So these are the important dates that you need to take note of for energy classes next year. So we still have about 5 to 10 minutes time. Okay, we will have this Q&A session, which is provided by instructor Yihua because she has gathered a lot of questions from the students previously in the past, and whereby this time around she'll pass this question to Master Bayan and Master Bayan will answer. So here are some of the normal questions asked by students whereby I've already learned harmony chi. So I feel that should I continue my harmony chi practice or no should I just stop at harmony chi or should I continue over to the core classes, core techniques which is yang chi or inner chi. So Master Session answer is actually this harmony chi. Initially last time we do not have harmony chi. So you think of this as the kindergarten level of Bai Yin Qigong. So the first question last time is which is better? Which should I join? Either Qi or Yang Qi. So both are equally good. It's like the left and right hand. Both are equally important. But because of the condition of students right now, especially students are actually getting weaker and weaker. So hence, sometimes when you immediately join the core classes, which is Wu Qi or Yang Qi immediately, okay, without any preparation, it might be hard for you or it might be too taxing for your condition. So hence, that's why here comes Harmony Qi, whereby it's actually a very simple technique to actually help to uh, improve your condition before you enter into the core techniques to get you ready. So you think of it as the kindergarten to get you ready before you enter into primary school. So hence that's why it's actually important. It's like when in life, once you graduate from kindergarten level, do you need to actually proceed further to primary school? Of course you need to. So hence that's why Hamichi is actually a very simple technique, okay? A kindergarten technique to actually help you to get you ready before you enter into primary school. So it's like a foundation. Okay, a foundation to get you ready before you enter into primary school, secondary school, and university, which is the beginner, intermediate, and advanced level in Bayan Qigong. Because most of the time for for beginners or when you first uh, join Qigong session, okay, most of the time you have back pain or shoulder ache. So hence sometimes that's why you might have difficulty with certain movements. That's why when you start with Harmony Qi, it will actually helps you to relieve this sores and pain so that when you enter the beginner level, you can practice easier, okay, and it's better. It can actually improve the healing function of your body. So basically, we have different practice for different season. So for spring, okay, it's a time when usually master will conduct energy. because spring season is the season of growth, whereby there's actually there will be actually be an increase of yang energy. So during this time, when you learn and practice energy, okay, it will actually help to soothe your qi flow and increase your vitality during your practice. Because our qi and body circulation, okay, the qi and blood circulation within your body, within our body, is actually affected by the seasons. So during the season of growth of spring, you can actually also promote your healing and improve the overall qi and blood circulation. Hence, that's why energy is the best time to energy is best practiced during spring season. And it enriches fall, okay, the season of fall is a time to actually heal your to regulate your endocrine system. So hence usually during fall, master will conduct yang qi. So here comes another question, Pfizer. If let's say I miss the class and I have only learned energy, but I have not learned yang qi. So how can I join? Will my body be imbalanced? So hence, because like what Master says, energy is more towards the improvement of your qi and blood circulation, whereby yang qi will protect more on the endocrine system. So energy itself is like clearing the highways within our body, so that the cars or the cars or your qi and blood can flow freely within your body. So hence, before your body no is so what you want to flow within your body is very important. Are the nutrients from the food that you consume, or your hormones in your body are sent throughout your body from top to toe. So before you do that, okay, you have to make sure that there is no blockage within your body, so that there is no problem with the logistic system. So hence, after you practice Tai Yan, Gong or energy, okay, you free of these blockages, whereby you free of this highway from this blockage. So hence, after your system is free from blockage, okay, you need good materials. In other words, you must have good hormones, good nutrients, enough nutrients. So all of this is governed by what? Governed by yang qi, because these materials are what is needed to prevent aging, to slow down aging, to improve the cell regeneration. So actually, both are equally important. Both yang qi and both energy are equally important. So recently, master is recently master actually uh, came across another type of Qigong online in Facebook, whereby there's no clear direction and no clear indication to actually help the students. Because in order to truly help someone, okay, you must be sure and confident with your technique, and you have to make sure that your technique has no side effect. Because when master was young, master had actually seen many types of qigong before, many forms of qigong before, together with mom. And the first Qigong magazine was actually written by Master Bai Yin's mother. And in the magazine, okay, not every technique are actually equal. There are some techniques which is very good, some techniques which is very it's not that good, and there are also some techniques that after practice, no, it will cause you will have some side effects. Hence, that's why not all qigong are created equal. Some are very good, some are just subpar, and some are really really bad and might even have side effects. So you have to be careful on what type of technique that you choose to practice. So then survive from that time when she was young, master's mom actually choose the best technique to actually teach the public. So hence before she chose the most effective technique and also the safest technique to teach, which is Yang Qi and the Qi. The master actually seen a lot of students who actually has a really severe side effect actually affect their life after their practice. So masters what master is teaching is the best, it's the most accurate and is the most suitable, especially for the modern society. So you do not need to worry. You just need to follow and follow master's guidance and practice. And you don't need to worry about any side effect. So most importantly, before you join a technique, you must know what this technique is and how it can help you. And in fact, Bayan Qigong, we have a very long history. In fact, we have 50 years history. And you know, uh, overall, throughout these 50 years, a lot of students benefit tremendously from it. In fact, we have loads and loads and loads of testimonials from the students. It's like what Master say. As long as you're willing to practice, then Master guarantees you that you'll see an improvement in your health. So in the most important point of practicing Qigong is to have find a correct master. And of course you have to understand the history of the technique and what it is and how it can help you. So of course here is there are actually a lot of other question by other students. But if let's say after today's class, okay, if you have any queries, you can just post it online, and master will try her best to answer. But because of time constraint, okay, uh, we have to end the session now. But no, like what master said, I'm sure you have a lot of queries. But there are actually a lot of these questions have actually been asked by the many students before you, and there are actually a lot of answers for that, which is actually some from online. You can find this answer online, or some you can just ask your instructors. The most common question is student will ask is whether if let's say for have kidney disease or have a problem with my back, with backache or whatsoever, okay, can I join practice? Most of the time the answer is yes. But if let's say you're unsure, you can just ask your instructor. That's the easiest way. Just ask your instructor whether or not you can practice your qigong or you can continue to the qigong. So generally it's yes. Okay, as long as you're no not too old or not too young. Okay, 5 years, 6 or 7 years and above, you're already eligible. As long as you're not 70 and above, then usually that's not a problem. So both Yang Qi series and also the Yang Qi series, it actually has a very long history. So both of these techniques has a history of at least 2,000 years. So if if it's not good, if you're not stuck for 2,000 years, if you will not exist for 2,000 years. So what you're learning right now, or what you're registering for right now is very safe and also effective. Else, if you cannot, last through the history of the time. So don't think too much. Just register for it. As long as you're willing to practice, you're sure to see results. And of course, don't worry too much if let's say you cannot practice after your registration, you find that you cannot practice or cannot join, or because of time you cannot no join this class, then you can opt for a refund. There's no pressure on that. So practicing Qigong is test of your willpower. Because once you register for it, you have to allocate your time for it. It's like allocating time for your health. So hence that's why once you allocate time for your health, your priority is your health. For example, vacation or any type of activities will be secondary. So hence you must have a willpower to actually change your health, change to in order to change your life. So in order to reward you for your willpower to clear your schedule for Qigong, Master give you this early bird bonus. So thank you everyone for today's attendance. Master hopes you register as soon as possible. Don't think too much, just register for it. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.